I didn't tell my husband I was uncomfortable until it was too late. His best friend Caleb had been staying with us for 3 weeks. He lost his apartment after a bad breakup and needed somewhere to crash. My husband said 2 weeks max. Then 2 weeks became 3. I didn't mind at first. Caleb was polite, cleaned up after himself, even bought groceries without being asked. But then things started feeling off. It was little things. The way Caleb would look at me when my husband left for work, how he'd accidentally brush against me in the hallway, the comments about how lucky my husband was to have someone like me. I told myself I was overthinking it. Caleb was practically family. They'd been friends since middle school. One night, I was doing dishes and Caleb came up behind me. He didn't touch me, just stood there, close enough that I could feel his breath on my neck. I froze. When I turned around, he just smiled and grabbed a glass from the cabinet like nothing happened. My heart was pounding so hard I thought he could hear it. I should have told my husband that night. I should have said something, anything, but I didn't. I convinced myself it was an accident, that I was being dramatic, that telling my husband would ruin their friendship over nothing. The next morning, my husband left early for a meeting. I was in the shower when I heard the bathroom door open. I screamed and grabbed the curtain. Caleb was standing there holding a towel. Sorry, he said calmly. Thought you were done. He didn't leave immediately, just stood there for a second too long before walking out. I locked myself in the bedroom and called my husband. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold the phone. When he answered, I just started crying. He came home within 20 minutes. I told him everything. The looks, the comments, the hallway, the bathroom. His face went through about 10 emotions in 5 seconds. Then he walked straight to the guest room. I heard shouting, crashing. Something hit the wall. Caleb came out with his bag already packed. He looked at me and said one sentence that made my blood run cold. She's lying. She's been flirting with me for weeks. My husband turned to me. His eyes were searching my face, looking for something. I felt my whole world tilt. You believe him? My voice cracked. He didn't answer, just stood there, silent. Caleb kept talking, kept spinning this story about how I'd been the one making moves, how I wore certain clothes around him, how I touched his arm during conversations. Every word was a lie, but he said it with such confidence, such detail. My husband's jaw was clenching. He looked back and forth between us. I need to think, he finally said. Think about what? I screamed. I'm your wife. Caleb walked to the door. I'll give you 2 space, but don't say I didn't warn you. He left. The apartment went silent. My husband sat down on the couch and put his head in his hands. I stood there crying, waiting for him to say something. Why didn't you tell me sooner? He asked quietly. Because I thought I was overreacting. I thought you'd think I was crazy. He looked up at me. His eyes were red. I don't know what to believe right now. That sentence broke something inside me. 7 years of marriage, and he didn't know what to believe. I went to our bedroom and started packing a bag. He followed me. What are you doing? If you don't know whether to trust me or your friend after 7 years, then I don't want to be here right now. He grabbed my arm. Wait, please. I'm sorry. I'm just confused. I'm not, I said. I've never lied to you. Not once. He was crying now. I know you haven't. Then why is this even a question? He couldn't answer. I stayed at my sister's that night. My husband called 12 times. I didn't pick up. The next morning, he sent me a video. Security footage from our neighbor's doorbell camera. It showed Caleb standing outside our apartment door at 6 inches the morning, waiting, listening. Then it showed him trying the handle before my husband left for work. My husband's text said 3 words. I'm so sorry. Caleb had been planning something. The footage proved it. My husband kicked him out permanently and filed a police report. But here's what still haunts me. If that camera didn't exist, my husband might still be questioning me. 7 years of trust almost destroyed by 3 weeks of silence. I should have spoken up the first time I felt uncomfortable. I should have trusted my instincts instead of worrying about being dramatic. Now I tell everyone the same thing. Your discomfort is valid. Say something before it's too late. Because I almost didn't, and I almost lost everything.